Morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. It's our Christmas journal. This is Beth. Let's unwrap this thing and get into it. In order to save time, this has been fast forwarded many times. And it was a very long, arduous, but loved every minute of it process that took several hours yesterday. I did start this one ahead of time. After I finished the Dickens Village thing, which was actually a picture out of Daphne's diary, um, as one does during the holidays when you have things you're supposed to be doing and you don't want to do them, you turn on YouTube and you watch painting tutorials. The guy that I was watching was painting a winter woodland scene, and I'm like, winter woodland? What are my prompts for tomorrow? Could that work? Well, I had wreath and I had snowflake. So I'm like, okay, let's see if we can make that work. And I'm painting trees, can't you tell? I did a lot of painting and drawing. I am on watercolor paper. That's winter woodlands right there. Yes, can't you tell? Can't you tell? I had the time of my life. Is laundry done? No. Am I going to the grocery store today rather than yesterday? Yep. Am I going to whatever else that I was supposed to do yesterday, do it today? Yep. This was so much fun. I guess I just love watercoloring. I'm in a winter woodlands and there's a corner of a fence poking out, and I'm going to make it my prompt page for today. Tomorrow for me yesterday. Is it perfect? No. Am I proud of my progress? Yes. Last year at this time, I could hardly paint a heart. Truthfully. I tried and I kept going. I persevered. I took paint lessons. My sister-in-law is an artist and taught art for many years and still teaches a little bit of art here and there. And she's the one that has encouraged me. People online have encouraged me. Kurtie has encouraged me. And I keep watching tutorials and I keep learning every day a little bit of something. And I kind of really have fallen in love with this. I'm going to try to duplicate it because I've already put in the 21st's prompts, but I would love to have duplicated it as far as what I put on Instagram yesterday for a Christmas card. It is really pretty, in my opinion, for me. And I'm trying to dry it and push it forward. It still took hours, me air drying it, heat drying it, everything. I just, and there's nothing new about these techniques. There's nothing earth-shattering. I did start having my paper curled, so I tried to tape it down. And I am trying to keep this in frame and go close, but I'm moving it a lot because I'm turning it on and off the camera a lot. Because it took a lot of time to do this, even when I did use a dryer at times. Oh, man. There I am. I'm trying to get it a little bit closer. Really, I used watercolors. I used Pelikan. Pelikan watercolors are the ones I take to my watercolor class. And that's what I'm using right now. They are a tad more pigmented than the Primas or Jane Davenport's, but there's a limited supply of colors. There's 24 colors I think I have, and I was having to mix my own green. And I came up, there's 4 greens I think in that set. But anyhow, I like the Primas for some reasons. I like the Pelikan for some reasons. And I even used cheap Walmart ones at one point here from a little tiny travel case because I was doing something else on the side project. Basically, I didn't do anything yesterday but paint. Well, that's not true. We went out to dinner. Anyhow, so I'm trying to add some more greens in the background to make it the illusion of more trees when it's all said and done. And add snow, shadows, a little bit too heavy on the blue, Beth, don't you think? But in the end, it all is coming together. And I can't say anything that people that know painting already know. And I didn't do anything earth shattering. I probably did several things wrong. But my technique for getting those pine branches or ponderosa pine branches or whatever pines those are, have a spasm in your hand. That's what I did. I just used which I love a water brush, and I just took it and I would shake my hand as if it was having a spasm. So that's the spasm hand technique. I'm going to patent that. No, no, no. It's nothing earth shattering, trust me. I just added greens where I felt like there needed to be more greens, let it blend a little bit where I was okay with it blending, trying to define some of the fence post a little bit and some of the snow, trying to define trunks of the ponderosa pines. At one point, I thought, well, this is the Santa Barbara mountains before the fire. And I thought, no, 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 don't go there. You've talked about fire this entire week, but it really is horrible, people, horrible. And I'm adding berries to my wreath and pine boughs and holly branches and having the time of my life. And I'm trying to draw some more pine or trunks and using colored pencil rather than a gray pencil because of the disappearing effect of the other pencil in the watercolor. And I have watercolor pencils that I probably should use. Now, right here, I'm adding a boulder to the left. There is tape there. We went out to dinner with my sister-in-law last night, and she told me the boulder was messing up the flow. I needed to cover. There's my little travel case. It's Walmart paints and other paints too. Actually, I think Sap Green is in there from New York. What was that store I got that in, Curti, in New York? Blick's Art. Yes, that's my present for Curti. Anyhow, so I'm adding more greenery for the other kind of trees, sequoias or whatever they are. And I decided I needed more undergrowth brush. So I'm adding a little bit more green and trying to get shadows in snow, trying to get the definition. I'm not good at definition for sure. But that's going to be my focus for 2018, definition. And when I mean definition, I mean like defining the space between the trees. Oh, there's our snowflakes. A little bit too much snow. So luckily I can just take it off not without even having a snowplow. So now it is in the morning. I now know that Artsy Advent has a gnome with a mushroom. I'm going to try to put him behind the boulder to kind of back that boulder up a little bit, which is what my sister-in-law told me needed to happen. Well, the best laid plans of mice and men happen right here. I can't draw a mushroom to save my life. Kind of looked like a water tank. Then it looked like I was trying to do a red brownish tones with little white dots like other people do, or like what was in Daphne's diary a month or so ago, 2 months ago. But my red suit on my gnome and the red in the trunk of the stem of the mushroom, it all kind of melded together. Then I thought I might give him a hand so he could be holding up a sign to find out whatever December Dailies thing was going to be. I could put it in the sign that the gnome was holding. None of that worked, so I thought, okay, cut him out, get all that other white paper out of your sight, and work with it. That didn't work either. So I kept going. I added some white over that boulder, and I'm trying to get it so you can see. And I'm extending a trunk of another tree and trying to make the illusion of another tree appear. And maybe have the gnome peek out from behind it. I wasn't real thrilled with that either. So I'm adding a bush, like my sister-in-law told me to do last night. And my greens are fading into the water. Oh, I'm not happy with all that. So I need a dry brush. Okay, dry brush. Green, green, green of every source I can find I was putting in here. In the end, I'm happy with all of it. Man, I can't tell you how much fun this was. I'm adding a little bit of acrylics for snow just because it works faster and better. So I cut my gnome out from away from his mushroom, and I cut off part of his body, and I'm going to have him peeking out from behind the bush. But now Allie Edwards has thrown in hearts. How in the heck am I going to put hearts on here? I thought about having it called the Hearts Wood, Heart Woods. But then I thought maybe I could put like Christmas lights in the shape of hearts on my fence. In the end, love all of this. I kind of would have liked to have had it dispersed around the whole page, but it's okay having everything right there. So there's snowflake, there's gnome, there's heart, and there is wreath. All the prompts, all in the corner, but it works. And I love this. Oh my gosh. The best part is the finished product. And hopefully you're going to see it in just a second. But I really love this.
I think you have
So here's the finished product.
Watching me. It actually looks better photocopied. What'd I do with it? I've already lost it. Holy moly. Oh. The original, the photocopy, the greens turned out much better than what they are in real life. This is more of a pine sap green, which is what I was trying to get to. We ate dinner with my sister-in-law last night, and she told me that I had a boulder here. Now my husband, don't tell him I said that. My husband thought that, my Kleenex dried from yesterday, that it was reindeer poo. I'm like, no, it's a boulder. But she said that was taking away from the whole effect. She put her hand over it, and she said, now look. She didn't know what I was doing with it. But, so I started to put another tree in, and you can actually sort of see a trunk under here, but it all blends in. And it kind of looks like it belongs to this tree. I just put a bush with some more snow. And my little gnome is peeking out from behind the bush. And then I added some Christmas lights that are in the shape of hearts, because Allie Edwards had hearts. I cannot tell you how excited this makes me. It's the little things in life, right? Okay, so yesterday's, yes, I wish I had shrunk that whole photocopy down, and yes, I had them reversed opposite, but the way it all turned out is fine. Love it. So I started to, after I finished filming yesterday, now I am going to cut this because the fold is going to be torturous on this. Well, I'm pretty sure I've said all of this already because I have lots of time to talk while I was painting. But I did start this yesterday, and what is today? Today is Thursday, so I started it Wednesday for you. And I don't want to tear it, but I might tear it. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to. All right, let's see if I can get this in here right. And I just kept dabbing away and making trees and dabbing away and making trees and creating snow and watching a Christmas movie. And oh, it's a little small and a little uneven. Okay, that's all right. That's all right. Don't freak out, Beth. Okay. Anyhow, and then I saw this morning gnome. I'm like, oh lordy, I don't know how I'm going to include a gnome. I'm like, well, okay, he's going to be hiding behind my boulder. And I was trying to include the mushroom. I think you saw that too. Could make the mushroom work. Barely made the gnome work, but he looks like a gnome, and he looks like he's peeking out from behind this snowy bush. Alright, yesterday I was supposed to sew this back down because somehow it's worked itself loose. But I haven't done it yet. Oh. And I found another thing of washi tape. So, it's got candy canes on it. Oh, I have heart washi tape. Hold on, everything. Oh, speaking of hearts, they have Valentine's Day candy in the store. That is insane. Alright, well, my heart washi tape is all different pinks and things, and then either this, which is too big, or this, which is gigantic. Although I could cut out one heart. Let's just leave it as it is. This is the candy cane washi tape that I found yesterday in a drawer. But I think I'm just going to leave it like it is. And, okay, this is the 20th. Are my numbers still over here? Ooh, don't want to lose that. So, this was fun. This might happen again. And I know it's hard for me to get close up, so the picture on Instagram will be closer. So check out Instagram. 4x8 stuff. No, I don't know. I put it at the end. It's either 4x8 paper stuff or 4x8 stuff. In some places, when you put in 4x8 stuff, you get all kinds of wacko, crazy, horrible things. So I started putting in 4x8 paper stuff. Okay. I love it.
Thanks for watching. Here's where you can find me on Instagram, 4x8 stuff. This is the prompts I'm playing with, and I'll see you all tomorrow.